Hey everybody, welcome to Theory Thursday. My name is Alex Bourne from Rockwell Guitar School in Shoreview, Minnesota. This is lesson number 11, and we're going to talk about whole, half, and quarter rests. Now, we have already talked about whole, half, and quarter notes. The, the system is basically the same, except a rest is silent. That's all it is. It's a period of silence. Otherwise, it's still fractions, and you should get this pretty easy. If you can't remember that, please go back and review. All right, so let's get started. The duration of musical silence is indicated by different types of rests. And these are the different types. This is a whole rest. Note the box underneath the line, second from the top. Half rest, the box sits on top of the middle line. Okay, different places for whole and half. A quarter rest looks like this. It's kind of a squiggly line that you have to learn how to replicate or recognize. So one whole rest equals two half rests. Here's where we get into the fractions part. So one whole rest equals two half rests. All right, here's a whole rest. It's the same as two half rests. Now one half rest equals two quarter rests. So here's one half rest. It's the same as two quarters. Now one whole rest equals four quarters. Okay. This is a diagram that really helped me understand rests. I'm kind of a visual learner. Here we have a whole rest at the top. Split it in two. You get a half rest each one, and then split those in two. Those are quarter rests. Okay. You can take it further on down the line. 8th, 16th, 32nd. They're all fractions. You just need to know what they look like. In 4/4 time, a whole rest receives 4 beats. Okay, so this is what a whole rest looks like, and this is how long it lasts. Half rest receives 2 beats. Okay, so in the bar 4/4, you got 2 half rests to fill the bar with silence. Quarter rest receives 1 beat. Okay, so here's 4 quarters equals a whole bar of silence in 4/4 time. The combinations of notes and rests produces sound and silence within a musical composition. So that's actually a good thing to think about. If you're writing music or you're beginning to write music, you kind of have to have a balance of rests and notes. Like, it's hard to write an interesting composition with all notes and no rests, and vice versa. So think about that, using rests to make things interesting. Okay, here, this activity. Fill in the missing beats with the appropriate rests. Use only one rest in each measure. So each one of these bars is missing one rest. You need to fill in the missing rests so that each bar equals 4 beats of silence. So let's do the first one here. So here we have, this is a half rest, 2 beats, and that's 1 beat. So we have 3 beats total, and we're missing 1 beat. So I'm going to do 1/4 rest for 1 beat. That's a quarter of the bar, and then we have a whole bar of silence. Okay, so do the rest of those. Here we have fill in the missing beats with the appropriate notes. It's kind of like this, except we're using notes. Use only one note in each measure. Some measures may already be complete. Okay, so let's do the first one here. We have a half note. That's 2 beats, and we have a quarter note, 1 beat. So we have 3 beats. We're missing 1. So we put in a quarter note to fill in 4 beats of music, also known as 1 bar of music. Okay, so go ahead and do the rest. Number 3, fill in the missing beats with either notes or rests. So this is the same as these, except you can use a note or a rest or both. Use as many as you wish. Okay, So here's where we get a little bit more, we can get a little more creative. So here we have 1/4 note. In a bar of 4/4, we're missing 3 beats. So we got 3 beats we can play around with. Let's say I did a quarter rest here, and then maybe I did 2 quarter notes here. Then we'd have 4 beats accounted for right there. Or I could do a quarter rest here. Yeah, I could do a quarter rest here and then like a half note here. Or a quarter note here and then a half note here. Or a quarter note here and then a half rest. I mean, there's lots of different things that you can do. So I'll go ahead and fill in the rest. Now here, they want you to draw the brace, treble clef, bass clef, and draw the notes indicated. So in the brace, we have a straight line and a curved line. Draw your clefs. If the pitch indicated can be drawn in more than one place on the staff, choose which one you want to write. So you can only draw one note for each letter. And it tells you what they want these to be. So this E here needs to be a quarter note. So let's say you're going to draw it right there. This B also needs to be a quarter note. You could draw it down here. That would be totally correct. Say this G is also a quarter note. Let's put it right here. D, let's put it up here. All quarter notes, all right? This one's going to be a half note, so on and so forth. Then they want you to add the time signature to the activity here. So make sure you use space for the time signature to draw it in later. And then draw the bar lines. So time signature is 4/4. You're going to count out 4 beats, draw a line. Count out 4 beats, draw a line, so on and so forth. And here they want you to draw a double bar line. Here's a hint. It looks kind of like this. A thick line and a thin line. So that's lesson number 11. Have fun.